Okay, so yeah, this is the basically the how do you work out that last problem? X to the 4th. Okay, you end up with 4x cubed, which you guys just said that's the slope. So 4x cubed, it depends on what the x is, right? So wherever this x to the 4th is a function, and then any x on there, you can plug it into this 4x cubed and know what the slope is at that x value. Okay. So there's another word, there's a special word we have for that in calculus, and that's called a derivative. Okay. So that's really what we've been doing. You guys have been doing derivatives. Okay. So that is just spelled. Oh, that's chemistry. Let me get rid of that. Derivative. So that is the slope at a point on a curve. Okay? Slope at a point on a curve is the derivative. So you will see that a lot, and what you always have to remember is that derivative and slope now mean the same thing. Okay? There's another way to do it. That's where you don't have to use that whole limit form. Okay? So I'm going to show that to you now. Let's go back to that function, the last one we just did, which was f of x equals x to the 4th. Okay? To do the derivative of this, we can call, there's a notation for it, the derivative. There's actually 4 or 5 different notations for a derivative. But the first one that we're going to deal with, the easiest one to write is just f prime of x. This little apostrophe, that's a prime, okay? And that means the derivative. That means the first derivative of f of x, okay? So the derivative equals f prime of x. Now, how you can do this without the limits is you can take this exponent, all right? And you take this exponent, this 4 right here, and you multiply that by this coefficient. What is this coefficient right now? That's 1, right? So you multiply that 4 times that 1 and you get 4. That's your new coefficient. You put the x there, and whatever this exponent was, it goes down by 1. And that is your derivative.
That's simple.
Yeah, that's it.
No.
So, yeah, we'll do another one here. So,
That's really annoying.
What's all this work?
well, because I want you guys to appreciate. Okay, there's 2 reasons why I wanted you to do all that limit stuff. Number 1 is because you do have to understand where this comes from. Okay. Yeah. No, it's faster this way. Yeah. Okay. But there, it's important to go through that. But number 1, part of it is because so you appreciate this shortcut a little bit. So you appreciate it. Yeah. But we'll do it with the other ones from that homework there. Okay. And the other reason though is that limit definition, that limit form of the derivative, the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. You are going to need to recognize that because it will come up, the form of it. Okay. You never actually have to do it again. But you're going to have to recognize it. You'll see it come up, and you have to recognize that actually is the same thing as the derivative. Okay. So what were the other homework problems?
F of x equals
3x squared
plus 2x
plus 2x. Okay. Minus 1. Okay. Okay. So if we take that one and we do f prime on that, for a polynomial you just do each term separately. Okay. So we have 2 times 3 is 6x. This goes down by 1. So that's just 1 now. We don't need to put it there, right? Plus 1 times 2 is 2. And the x here would go down to 0, which means there's no more x. Now, there's no x with the minus 1, so that doesn't go to anything. Okay, that basically drops out. Yeah. No, so when you do a derivative, if you just have a constant, then that drops out. Okay? So that should be the answer you got for that one, right?
So you multiply 3 by the exponent of 2.
Yes. And that's your new exponent. And then for derivatives, the exponent always goes down by 1. Okay? So that's probably a little faster, right? Quite a bit faster, maybe. What was the second problem on the homework?
I don't like it. Look at all this word.
Oh, this is a good one to look at. This it was just 4x minus 3, right?
Yeah.
Well, before we even do that, and before you guys even did what you did to solve this yesterday, what is this? This is a line. Y equals mx plus b. What's the slope of this line? 4. And that's what you got for your answer, right? Okay. All right. So we're starting to relate things. Okay, relate things together. Right. This m right here, this mx plus b. That's if it's a line, that is your slope. That's what you should get, right? Okay. So we do f prime of x. So 1 times 4 is 4. The x goes down to 0, so there's no more x, and that's it. That's done, right? The minus 3 drops out. Okay. So this is that's what we're going to do today. Okay. So if there's a coefficient with an x, then that goes down to just the coefficient. If there's no x at all, then that just disappears. Okay. And then that was it, right? I did that. We did that. Was there one more?
3x cubed.
Okay, so f of x equals 3x cubed plus 7. All right, so f prime of x, 3 times 3, 9, x squared, 7 drops out. Okay.
So like every time we were checking our answers, we were probably like,
Yeah, no, I knew that. Because it's fast. Okay, so hopefully you'll appreciate this. Now, we can't make it just that simple though. Okay, we gotta now. All right. Now it is that simple. Let's just do one big polynomial here, and just for one more practice here. Let's say 4x to the 5th minus 2x cubed plus 8x squared plus 3x minus 1,000. Okay. Now, if you were to use the limit method to do this, it would be really bad. Because you'd have to go x plus h to the 5th and x plus h to the 3rd and x plus h squared and distribute all those and then combine like, okay, it would take a lot. It would take several pieces of paper probably. Okay. So now, we're not going to do any of that. We're just going to say 20 x to the 4th minus 6x squared plus 16x plus 3. Okay? So you can jump straight to the answer. Alright? Now, the other thing that I just want to add on to this, it's not going to make it that much harder, but we want to be able to deal with fractions and with negative exponents.